You got an egg in there? All right, Dan, we'll go squirrel hunting in a minute. Look, it's obvious we're getting toward the end of winter. Spring is coming, and with springtime, it's my favorite time of year. Obviously, everybody knows I love to turkey hunt. I'm doing a little turkey scouting today. But what I love more than anything is being out on the farm, backyards. And I'm just now starting to clean up my Exmark, get it ready to cut some grass. Before you know it, it's gonna sneak up and this grass is gonna be high, needing mowing. But in the meantime, my wife's out here, she's working in the chicken coop, and we're gonna take y'all on a quick tour of why we have chickens and farm fresh eggs. Welcome to the omelet stash. Look at him, old Sully, he's getting after it. Sully ain't worried about nothing other than a female. Chickens are pretty cool animals, especially if you're on a farm, and you can raise them pretty much anywhere. And my wife has had these chickens for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. In this case, it's kind of a hobby as well. She's got a lot of species of chickens. She's got Polish in there. She's got Silkies, Frizzles. She's got these old laying chickens, which is the first I got. I don't even remember the name of them, but they're real pretty chickens. She's got game chickens. She's had everything from bronze turkeys to a little bit of everything that she's raised. And so obviously she loves these chickens a lot. But what I love about them is omelets, scrambled eggs, and they ain't got to go to the store. Now, if you look at the coop overall, we got a fence around our coop because we're way back in the middle of the kind of somewhat in the middle of nowhere on a farm, and so we do have predation problems, which gives you a better understanding of why you have to trap when it comes to your turkeys, your quails, and things like that. We got a pretty nice solid hog wire fence around this coop to give these chickens a little bit more flexibility to be protected from the predation. On average, my wife can guarantee about 8 to 9 eggs, I would say, per day with 25 chickens. Now, that's on the low end, but every chicken or species of chicken she's got in here ain't the best layers. But her laying chickens, some of those really good laying chickens that you can get, you don't need a rooster present, but once they mature at 6 months of age, or get to 6 months of age, they'll start laying. And a lot of times those chickens will put out an egg a day, a lot of times, in the right situation, right conditions, when they're healthy. And then sometimes you can get up to an egg a day per chicken. I mean, you can have it, different temperament, different situations where these chickens are healthy, you can be overrun with eggs. So you definitely want to buy them. So if you feed, you can feed a lot of different things. She's got different feed that she goes to Tractor Supply and different feed stores and gets. But also I think we found that this time of year, as you're going to the spring, the best diet is free range. They can come out here, there's grasses, there's clovers. They can fly out of this fence, obviously when bugs start coming in. So overall, quick scoop on having a chicken coop. It's my wife's domain. These are her chickens. I just enjoy the omelets that they produce and try to provide moral help when I can, and also a little physical labor when I can help her clean out these coops. But overall, they're hers. There's pictures of these chickens in these coops. These are more than just omelet makers. These are pets. So here's the prize. That's just a day's worth of laying. Right there, there's probably, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's 9 or 10 eggs in there. All nice. We got some Easter eggers, so their eggs are a little more pink and different colors. But some of these smaller eggs, like that one right there.
Easter eggers are green or blue.
Easter eggers are green or blue. My wife just instructed me. She's in there with a pooper scooper chicken shovel in the coop. But I'd imagine that right there is probably out of one of them Frizzles or Silkies, a little smaller egg. But all these eggs are fine eating. She's got 2 roosters in here, and they've kind of learned to live with each other. But you get more than 1 rooster, obviously it's going to be a lot of fighting and spurs flying. So in most cases, if you're just looking for eggs, I would recommend, I think my wife would too, is just get you some layers, just some hens that lay. You don't even need a rooster. And like most women will tell you, sometimes us men are not even needed. And you definitely don't need more than 1 rooster in a chicken coop. But we got 2, and they get along just fine, most of the time. Come on, chickens. I ain't got to buy mine at the store. And these are farm fresh. If you're into organic, this is organic as you can get. Especially when these bugs start coming in, these chickens start free ranging. Son, you ain't even got to feed them hardly. They'll figure out a way to eat. One thing you can't do, you can't starve out a chicken or a house cat. They gonna eat. A dog will get poor. You got to feed a dog. A chicken and a cat is gonna figure out a way to survive. Another real fun thing you can do with your own homegrown chicken coop, you can get creative. In this case, welcome to Cluckingham Palace. And I'd highly recommend, if you have a coop, put these little old run chicken doors on that thing. These chickens that used to going in here, it closes at night, protects them from predators. But look at the decor that my wife has done in here. We have run water and electricity out here. So these chickens, based on pooping on themselves in the middle of the night as they sit on their, they stick and pooping all over the place, they got a pretty fine, nice house. Family pictures, that's, the queens and the kings. She got heating lamps. In this case, what I like about it, you got radio. She can turn that up and let them have a little jelly roll at night. Sometimes it'd go from Hank Jr. to Rascal Flats, but it seems to keep the predators away, and chickens seem to sleep good and wake up with a good party attitude in the morning and get ready to lay some eggs. And sometimes, good attitude is important, even when you're a chicken. You can see she's got the plastic on it now to keep the wind and the cold drafts out, but we're probably another 4 or 5 days from taking all this down. Got to be careful too. Snakes getting here now. Old chicken snake, rat snake come in here and they'll tear up some eggs. But overall, this is just a chicken coop my wife's got. We built these. They make some that can facilitate even better than this one. We've learned a lot just building coops. But my wife's interior decor for the chicken coops, I think she could maybe start a business and just do nothing but decorate chicken coops. Omelet house. It's kind of like one of them Mike Rowe stories, talking about a dirty job. Check this out in these 2 5-gallon buckets. 10 gallons of the prime fertilizer. So getting in the spring, you're ready to grow some tomato plants, ready to grow some peppers, some squash, whatever one you want to. You talking about some fertilizer right here. All chicken poop. Look. It's in that shovel right there. Christie's about to deliver some more. I try to make sure I'm real busy. I'm real busy when the time to do this chore goes around. I try to at least take out the trash or do something else manly while my wife gets up this prime fertilizer. I'll plant the tomatoes and I'll put it around it. But sometimes shoveling chicken manure ain't the funnest thing to do with a chicken coop. But somebody's got to do it. Thankfully, it ain't me. See? How fun is it to have your own flock of chickens and chicknick tables? We hope y'all like this sort of things that Exmark is bringing. Exmark is backyards. You know what I mean? There's more than just what happens on the lawnmower. What are the people that use these lawnmowers and fine cutting machines? And we're going to keep giving you things like this to show you how we live and how you can survive and live off the land. Little simple things. But right now we're going to leave these chickens be. We're going to go to the back and scout for some turkeys and let these turkeys feast at the chicknick table. Thank you, Christie.